Ladies and gentlemen, we doing this live. We doing this live. Fresh off of a fucking wake up, just to show y'all how authentic this shit can get. It is 8 a.m. I am literally fresh off a wake up. I'm about to take my first few daily morning rips, and welcome to the fucking channel. Yeah, just to show you how fucking authentic it is. I'm fresh off a nap. I still have tears in my fucking eyes because last night I had to put my cat down. RP to the boy. Rest in peace, my Viper baby. Love him. Y'all guys might have seen him in a few of my videos, but yeah, we still need to get content out. So at first, this was gonna be a musical mysteries episode. I changed it. It is now Melodic Madness. The name of the series is now called Melodic Madness to tie into the name of some of my songs and shit. And not to mention, I feel like Melodic Madness is just a better name than Musical Mysteries because I explain the madness behind all the melodies and vice versa. I explain all the melodies behind the madness. You already know. Uh, Basically, we're gonna start off with my very first project ever, Savage Vibes, and I'm gonna be explaining my entire discography. In the next Melodic Madness video, I will be explaining my second project I ever made. In the third episode, I will be explaining my third project, and vice versa. It's gonna get to the point where every single song I've ever made, you'll know why I made it, why, like everything I'm explaining my entire fucking career. The first song I ever made, well, no, the first song I ever recorded and uploaded to YouTube on the Julian Landed channel was a diss track called Disgusting. It was to Donovan Alguire. Why did I make it? Because I hated him. I used the new level instrumental from A$AP Ferg. Half the, not even half, the entire school heard it. Um, yeah, that's about it. Disgusting. It was just a diss track. First ever one I put out. Had the new level instrumental. And then that's literally when I'm just like, well, I uploaded a song. I have a bunch. Why don't I just upload songs? So, and that's when Game Over comes along. I drop Game Over. Instrumental is a Pac-Man type of instrumental. It's me basically piggybacking off of Disgusting because I just murdered someone with words. So I'm feeling myself. I'm just like, I can't be touched. And I was very obsessed with video games back then, just using a shit ton of video game instrumentals in my, like using video game samples in my instrumentals and shit like that, making video game references. I was quite literally like Ski Mask back then when he would just make like meme music and shit like that. So after I dropped Game Over, I felt like dissing someone else. But this time, this dude was an actual musician. And what's cool about this one is he was a dog shit musician that I wanted wiped from the 518. And I did that. I dropped King Julian. This isn't the one that wiped him out of the 518. There's a future diss track that would, but this is the one that actually catapulted me. This one got me. I wouldn't say catapulted. I'm nowhere. But this one got me notoriety. It got me views. It got me features. It got me traction, clout, motion, whatever you want to call it. King Julian is what did it. Specifically because Kid Clouds, and if it wasn't K Dizzle, Moonshot, whatever his name was at that time, Kid Clouds or Lil Clouds. Actually, no, I'm gonna call them Lil Clouds. Lil Clouds or K Dizzle. It was just them, and they were the only, like, they were well known 518 artists. I entered that conversation and got rid of Lil Clouds real quick because this shit was just not good. So yeah, King Julian. After I dropped King Julian, I dropped. I'm like, no, I can really kill niggas, and I already had a alternate ego, whatever you want to call it, Killjoy the Clown that I came up with as a theater kid, blah blah blah, and I I was him for Halloween a few times, so I'm like, do I incorporate him into my fucking music? I do. I dropped Kill Streak, my first ever Killjoy the Clown song where I'm just talking about smoking pot, killing niggas. That was my first song where I'm genuinely like, I'm lying. Like, I don't even know if I should, like, I'm straight capping in my shit, but that's the thing. That's not me. That's Killjoy. He's the one that's murdering niggas and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Killjoy. I dropped Kill Streak, Enter the Storm. That's the name of the song. Kill Streak, Enter the Storm. I dropped that. I dropped Good Vibes as well. I dropped Good Vibes as well to piggyback off of that because I'm in a weed smoking phase because of Killjoy the Clown or whatever. Piggyback off of that. Drop Good Vibes Wizardry. Switch it up because instead of like gothic type, like Killer Clown type shit, I switch it into the more, alright, bad vibes, wizardry type shit. You know what I mean? So it's not Killjoy, it's a J-Land song, but it's more like hippie spiritual. You know what I mean? But yeah. Now we can get into BBMK territory. I meet up with BBMK, my first ever feature, and the rest was history. We know what he went on to do. We know what he's going to do. We know what he's doing right now. We equal. But you know what ain't equal? Y'all niggas to us. Stop cloning. That's what we named it. Clone. Y'all acting like our clones. And then to piggyback off the clone, I dropped a song called, well, I didn't drop it. I did a song called Acid Drip, right? And then I put him on the remix because of how good Clone was. And to be fair, Clone was his song at first. Clone was his song at first. But I'm pretty sure at the last second we made it both of our songs because I uploaded it to my channel. I uploaded it to my channel. It got hundreds of views. Sure, it got more views on my channel than it did on his. And I'm pretty sure it was the same with Acid Drip, but only because Acid Drip was uploaded on my channel. Clone was uploaded on both of our channels. But he also could have removed it later on, so I don't know. Anyways, Acid Drip. Dropped a music video to it as well. Shit was lit. But we weren't done with Acid Drip. Because I did the song with BBMK, did the music video with BBMK. I was thinking of doing a remix, but I had to wait a little bit. That would have to wait until the next, you know. I would wait. I'm like, what can I do with this acid drip? Oh, I was gonna do a Reel It In remix. This kinda sounds like Reel It In, the flow and everything. Well, I just mash them up. So I did an acid drip, Reel It In mashup, and it fit absolutely fucking perfectly. But last but not least, the last thing we need to talk about is this last diss track. Have you ever been munched on? Have you ever heard of the Glens Falls Chainsaw Massacre? We're not going to get into the backstory because that's a whole nother video in itself. I have a story time on that coming soon. But long story short, if you've heard of the Glens Falls Chainsaw Massacre, then you know about this diss track. I dropped a diss track on Angie Coleman, and it is easily my biggest song yet. Easily bigger than King Julian. I know it's hard to um conceptualize that. It's hard to I don't even know, but it's hard to think that. It's hard to illustrate that or whatever. Because at the time, Christian Killer was like the most popular nigga in the 518. Angelina Coleman was not popular at all, but if there was one person to make her well known, it was me. And boy, did I. To this day, not a single you can go to anyone on the fucking street and ask them, do you know who the fuck Angelina Coleman is? And every single person will be like, I have no fucking idea who that is, but I heard she's a muncher. How much you want to bet? That's what you're gonna hear. I don't know how I managed to get the reach I did, but man, I'm thankful for Glens Falls Chainsaw Massacre. I put all of those songs out, not realizing, I could just make a fucking album. By the time I dropped Super Saiyan Season, my first actual project, like by the time I dropped that, I took all 9 of these songs and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna combine those and put those into its own mixtape. Those are a mixtape. It was never meant to be. Obviously, clearly, I was just dropping music. I didn't make it a mixtape until after my first project dropped, so I was cheating. It's like this literally doesn't count, but it's my discography. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. It's a mixtape. Savage Vibes, Clone, Acid Drip, Killstreak, Enter the Storm, Good Vibes, Wizardry, Game Over, Glens Falls Chainsaw Massacre, Disgusting, King Julian, and Acid Drip Reeling In mashup. That's Savage Vibes, y'all. That's what I was like. It was just the themes of the songs, what I was just thinking. Hopefully in the next one, because it was like my first ever project. Hopefully in the more recent episodes, I'm getting way more in depth because I can fully, in depthly remember my entirety of my process in my mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, the whole blueprinting, brainstorming process, all that shit, it'll get explained eventually in the more recent albums. Because, brother, I've been doing this shit for years. If you expect Jay-Z to remember the entirety of his thought process and why he wrote every word on his first ever song he ever made. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Well, next Melodic Madness video where I'm explaining every single song on Super Saiyan season. Peace out.